The following program is brought to you by Pizza Productions.
What it is, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to an all-new episode of the Totally Unnecessary Wrestling Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kevin Porter, along, as always, with...
Cody James.
What it is, Cody James. We're here to cover what was the week of professional wrestling and everything that was included within that. How are you today, sir?
All right, how about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I get to come in here to your house. Is my favorite part of the week, dude. I get to come here and talk professional wrestling. Even though this week, I wouldn't say necessarily was the most exciting week, but it was a week in pro wrestling nonetheless.
If I wasn't doing homework and listening to music, I probably would have fallen asleep.
Well, so we had some late breaking news during the recording of this episode here. Charlotte Flair apparently is going to be going under emergency surgery under the knife here to repair a ruptured breast implant. Your thoughts, Cody?
In the near future, which is a pretty serious thing, which means she probably shouldn't be going into Money in the Bank. But apparently it's something they're going to hold off till the near future.
We were saying off mic before we started recording here, and because I was like, oh, maybe you could just go in and get that shit fixed. You're like, no, bro, it's a little bit more serious than that.
No, you can't have sex for like 3 months. Like, you can't do anything.
Can't be touching those boobies or anything.
No. She certainly cannot be taking bumps in the fucking ring, that's for sure.
Vince McMahon, get in on that shit, man. Get that shit fixed. I don't know. So, fucking, but yeah, no, I guess.
But no, it's pretty serious.
Yeah, it is pretty serious. Well, I guess we'll find out what's gonna happen with her in her Money in the Bank spot, because she's pretty. I would say she's definitely the going favorite to win the women's Money in the Bank this year.
Well, we don't know anyone who's in there except for 2 people, and we still have 6 more, but yes.
I think she would be the heavy favorite,
Well, yeah.
Even though she jobbed out to Carmella, still.
Well, yeah.
So.
She's definitely the favorite.
So we, like we said on Sunday night, this is, a shitty transition, but kind of going back to Sunday night at Backlash. I know I said, a couple days after WrestleMania, my mind had changed a little bit. I slept on it and stuff. 5 days has passed since then, and I'm still just as angry as I was on Sunday night.
Yeah, same here. But let me pose something to you. What if the reason for the fucking weird, abrupt end to the Carmella and Flair match was because of her breast implant?
That's a good theory. Definitely a good theory. She just popped down and then, I don't know. Well, I haven't heard anything outside of the report. Outside of the report today. I guess possibly, but it's we'll just have to wait and see.
Because it was sort of a weird fucking like, oh shit, like boom, it's a finish, and it was like, what?
Yeah, it was a pretty bad finish. It was a pretty bad match, although it's all together though.
Yeah, it was kind of.
Oh no, it definitely wasn't like. I know Carmella tried to hype herself up, I haven't had a match in over a year, da da da. That's like, all right, yeah, wait and see. But I didn't see much improvement in her during that match. Honestly, it was kind of Charlotte Flair carrying the whole entire thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the ending was abrupt, like you said. But maybe she came out because she did that moonsault, landed on her feet, and like they acted like it was her knee that gave out. But maybe it was her boobie popping. I don't know.
Maybe that was earlier in the match where she had fucked it up, and then she noticed, and she kind of said something to the ref, and the ref was
throws the X up. Boop! We got a stoppage due to the boobie leakage. I don't know.
So, what do you feel about this week's Raw and SmackDown?
Shit, dude, we had a bunch of qualifying matches for Money in the Bank. Apparently Roman Reigns wants to get hindered by gender, or whatever. So I don't know. It was for the most part, man. I wouldn't recommend anybody going out of their way to really go and watch those episodes because they were pretty uneventful outside of a couple qualifying matches.
They were.
It kind of continued.
It was a fucking snooze fest,
dude. And especially coming off Backlash, there wasn't a lot of entertainment coming out of this shit, you know.
I mean, what should they have done? Should they have had a couple of gauntlet matches, or should they have had a fucking?
They should have just taken Roman Reigns off TV altogether and just sent him home.
Well, no, I mean, in order to for the qualifying, should we have just done that, or what should we have done?
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily hate the the qualifying matches or anything. I think those are I always enjoyed like the King of the Ring qualifying matches and whatnot. I always enjoyed stuff like that. It's it's just like we got 6 weeks to WrestleMania. It's still on that hangover, bro. We got 6 weeks until Money in the Bank, so I guess you kind of got to spread it out a little bit. One thing I will say, so not every episode is going to be a banger episode, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But the one thing I did like to hear, I'm glad, I'm very happy that they've decided to go this way instead of going the other way. Is they're only going to have 2 ladder matches. We're not going to get 4. One for each championship along with the women's championships as well. So we're only doing, what was it, 4 and 4 from each brand?
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see who wins, what brands win what.
Yeah.
And I believe online it sort of indicated that they could challenge for anything. But
that's cool. See that? Like, I totally want to see the surprise element.
But it might have just been, lazy writing to
write
it up and not have to.
Well, I mean, you're able to get a lot more. You're able to get a lot more. Surprise factor out of it, because I mean, if you're Finn Balor wins the Money in the Bank, well, okay, so they can only challenge for fucking the Universal Championship or whatever. Well, at this point, where the fuck is Brock Lesnar? Brock Lesnar's not even fucking there. But I mean,
Brock Lesnar is giving Sable the Brock lock. That's what he's doing.
It's making babies. She better watch out for those implants, man. Fucking the grip, that fucking snake-like grip. I don't fucking know.
He's got a what do they used to call that on toys, on action figures?
Oh, dude,
when they'd have that grip or whatever.
Fucking like strong as shit grip. I know what you're talking about, but I forget the fucking name of it.
Yeah, I forget too, but
somebody's out there screaming into their radio like, "It's this action lock grip, motherfuckers."
Yeah, whatever.
So whatever, kind of just I like the whole surprise factor that they show up on any brand. I mean, plus it gives it a fresh storyline if they want to take them from Raw to SmackDown or SmackDown to Raw or whatever. So I enjoy it.
It could have just been lazy writing on the part of the person who was writing up the little blurb for Money in the Bank 2018 on Wikipedia. So.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, if it was like an official like WWE thing that you read, I was like, well, somebody's going to get fucking fired. Fucking, you just totally, it's not like them to like rewrite fucking shit though, you always fucking get that. Like 1 week, Sasha and Bailey are fucking, attacking each other in the fucking locker room, then the next week they're best friends again, Well, hey, we're not supposed to remember past 30 days, right?
Right.
Fuck you, WWE, stupid fucking motherfuckers.
Who the fuck writes this shit anyways? It's probably all those...
A committee?
Who?
A committee of people? I don't know. Maybe they narrow it down, just bring it down. You don't need 20 people to write a TV show. But then again, I don't fucking produce a weekly TV show, so whatever.
You mean all the people that got fired from those fucking soap operas?
They probably still do employ, like, I bet they're all... I mean, I'm sure there are some people on there with wrestling experience, but I think a lot of it is just entertainment writers.
I think most of it is entertainment writers.
All of them. You always hear it's a large writing staff, which 3 hours of television, man. I mean, that's a lot to produce every week. So on top of pay-per-views and anything else that they're doing.
I wouldn't want to write that fucking garbage.
Hey, man, I don't know how much you always hear about how it's a real shitty experience working on that creative staff. Like, you're basically 24/7 to the gig.
I mean, I guess if they get paid a lot, whatever, go for it.
Which who says they get? I don't know if they're getting rich or anything, but I'm sure you're at least making some money.
At least putting food on the table, I'm sure.
That's right, man. That's right.
Unless you have to live in New York or Connecticut, then you're fucked.
I think they do have to live at it. Like fucking Connecticut. Is Connecticut a bad state for taxes and shit?
I don't know. A bunch of rich people live there. I know that.
Yeah, it's probably.
Or at least around
Stanford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. So coming out of Monday, we got Finn Balor and Braun Strowman qualifying from the Red Brand for the Money in the Bank match.
Which means that Roman Reigns lost, and all the IWC people are like, yay. But trust me, he is getting on that fucking card.
Yeah.
In that fucking match.
Yeah, that's what you were saying off mic, that you think Roman Reigns is going to somehow qualify for the Money in the Bank ladder match.
Well, Roman's butt plug is not going to allow him to not be on that match. I mean, come on now.
You don't think they could put Jinder Mahal and Roman Reigns together in a singles match? You don't think that's how they're going to try to get Roman Reigns over for the millionth time?
No. I mean, come on, does that have any fucking bankability at all?
No, of course not. I'm not trying to say it's going to do anything. In fact, I think it's going to have the opposite effect, and people are going to cheer Jinder Mahal. I would cheer Jinder Mahal over Roman Reigns at this point. I'm this last week, man. I'm lost, dude. I'm lost in the whole Roman Reigns experience, man.
Well, if the Brooklyn Brawler could get cheered over fucking Roman Reigns,
fucking Jinder Mahal, man. So I mean, we'll see eventually what happens here over the next couple of weeks, but I personally think it's going to end up in a singles match.
I'd be surprised if he doesn't get on there on the Money in the Bank match.
God, they would just shit all over it if he ended up going to the Money in the Bank fucking ladder match and like winning. People would shit all over that. They're shitting all over it as we speak.
Well, yeah, but I mean, other people even noticed. Other podcasts noticed that at Backlash that people were fucking standing up like as the fucking bell rung for the end of the match.
Yeah, no, like
normally people sit and watch, but no.
No, not when you're getting over at fucking 11:30 at night, man. You know,
not when you're not getting over at all.
They need to end this fucking Roman Reigns experiment, bro. Like, how the fuck do they like? I mean, are they just not like completely deaf to the outside fucking world? I mean,
I think they're retarded and just don't realize that people don't want it.
People definitely are sick and tired of it, man. I think it's just going to get worse and worse and worse at this point. I mean, people are fucking chanting "beat the traffic," fucking, during the main event because the event, it's just, I don't know. Maybe less is more in this case here, Vince. I think maybe you just need to reduce the time frame of your fucking pay-per-views, and I think we need to lessen the amount these people are fucking exposed, man. I mean,
how about 4 a year?
Yeah, let's just drop it down to 4 a year, man. I was saying more or less in the sense of the timing of it, like a 3-hour pay-per-view. Yeah. I mean, by the end of we had to record our podcast. I mean, I'm looking at the clock thinking fuck, man, I'm not gonna get home till 10:30 or whatever at this fucking rate with this shit, dude. It's too much, Cody. It's too much.
It's too fucking much. And it makes me want to fucking vomit.
But dude, it's. I don't see how anybody is watching the product like every single, NXT, SmackDown, Raw, main event, superstars. Like, people are not, unless you're like a 13-year-old kid that's all you do is wrestling, which, if I was a 13-year-old kid at this point, I had all this, I would totally be doing that.
Pretty much.
But as a fucking 32-year-old adult, man, I don't have the time to sit down and watch all these fucking shows. And
then go, wow, man, I'd rather watch fucking New Japan Pro Wrestling or this or that and the other, but I don't have fucking time for it.
I wish, man, I need to watch more New Japan Pro Wrestling. Chris Jericho is going to be fighting fucking Naito.
He's starting to look gross.
Dude, that picture of him at the New Japan event, I think he had some makeup on, but yeah, he's definitely letting himself go a little bit or getting a little lazy on the machine.
I saw this thing from, I don't know, someone on YouTube, and it was he was a bodybuilder, and he was discussing the fact that older wrestlers end up with this weird fucking pet gap thing, and it's really fucking gross.
It's what?
It's a pet gap.
What the fuck is a pet gap?
It's a gap between their pecs that older wrestlers get.
Oh, a pet gap. Okay.
Is
that from all the chops and the woos?
I don't know. They said that it was a repetitive stress thing that caused micro tears right here, and it's why they end up with that gap, and it's also why they end up not being able, they surmised anyways, not being able to keep their pecs in shape,
their upper chest area.
Yeah. So you'll see Chris Jericho has it.
I think Ric Flair has that.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, that's the obvious.
But the most obvious one is Scott Steiner, and he's had a tattoo added recently to cover that up. But you can still fucking
You
see
can
it.
you can see where there's a gap. You know,
And the tattoo only makes it more obvious because it's like, oh, I've noticed that this is a problem, so I've added this to try and cover it up. But to the outside people, it's like, oh, well, this guy saw it as an issue and he covered it up.
Yeah, just bringing attention to the fact that
Yeah.
you have like 6 inches between your pecs, bro.
Which
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know what the fuck it is. And the guy he was like some sort of bodybuilder or something. I don't know. But he was just surmising that, and I mean, it made sense, I guess.
Right. I mean, yeah, who the fuck are we to say one way or the other? But no, I mean, like, when you kind of think about it, yeah, these older wrestlers do have that. I've never really thought of it as like a condition or whatever, but I guess it is.
Apparently it is.
And Chris Jericho, I don't know, he looked like a homeless fucking crackhead lady on the streets of Japan there, dude. She coming in there beating up poor, Naito or whatever, and just, he looked pretty gross. And I mean, I called it at the Royal Rumble too.
Well, hey, we don't have great bods either. We're kind of gross looking too, but I mean,
yeah, but that just means, gross people get to call other gross people out. So Chris Jericho, you're getting called out, motherfucker.
for being gross.
You're being gross.
But I mean, if you compare him now to what he used to look like, even like 5-10 years ago, it is kind of like.
You can tell he's aged. I mean,
Yeah.
he's fucking damn near 50, dude. 47.
Plus, wrestling's sort of like a side gig now. He's focusing on Fozzy.
I don't see how he's got a family life. You think about it, you're fucking gone. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you're providing, like, you have millions of dollars in the bank at this point, I assume.
I don't mean to be insulted, but does he have a family?
Yeah, he's got 3 kids and a pretty hot wife.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't paid attention to his
Yeah.
personal life all that close, so.
Yeah.
He's got kids, damn it!
He's got kids, man. But, I just like, I guess they make it work, though. So.
I'm glad I don't have kids, because otherwise it'd have to be a fucking perpetual jobber like fucking Heath Slater.
I got kids, man. I need to make some money.
So who do you think the other 4 slots of the men's ladder match are going to?
Yeah, that's a good fucking question, dude. So, man.
Not to cut you off, but I think
Yeah.
2 of them, one for Raw and one for SmackDown, is going to be Samoa Joe and Roman Reigns.
I don't agree with the Roman Reigns because I still think that's going to be a singles match. But I definitely would take Samoa Joe. I think Samoa Joe is going to get slotted on there on the SmackDown end.
Of course, he's not going to win, so I mean, it's fucking pointless.
Of course, he's not going to win. Seth Rollins seems to be going the whole doing the open challenge thing now, which, I mean, hopefully he can bring some credence back to it. I mean, he got a good match out of Mojo Rawley, so I guess that's a start.
That was surprising as fuck.
Very surprising. Very surprising.
I mean, Mojo Rawley couldn't fucking have a good match with.
Who
Mr.
else is out
Perfect,
there,
so.
man? I mean, who else is out? I mean, like, not Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy. They're not. Jeff Hardy apparently isn't going to be in it.
No, because he lost.
Fuck. So you got The Miz. You got Rusev.
Rusev's on it.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. So you got The Miz, Rusev, Strowman, Balor in it. Then you add Joe. You think Reigns. I mean, you got Jinder Mahal. I mean, if Reigns goes in, then I'm going to say... But then
Come on.
there'd be 4 spots up from Raw. Okay, so yeah, it'd be Reigns, Jinder, Finn, and then 1 more for Raw. Braun's, was it Baron Corbin? I'd probably just throw him in, so maybe those would be your 4 from Raw.
Well, the 4 from Raw would be Braun.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about Braun. Never mind.
Braun, Finn, Reigns, and then I was thinking Baron Corbin.
Oh, so it'd only be 2.
To throw in that whole
Okay.
narrative they're
Yeah.
spouting about how he squanders all of his
I
opportunities.
fucking
and
hope
shit.
Baron Corbin stays the fuck away from that money. I hate Baron Corbin, dude. I'm fucking...
He's gonna be in it. He's probably gonna be
I
in
don't know.
it.
I think they'll put Jinder in there before
Oh,
Baron.
fuck. Jinder Mahal.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal.
Well, if, I don't know, because, like, if they do the, the singles match between Roman and Jinder, I would think Baron Corbin would get in automatically at that point. And then, who the fuck else is on Raw that they could fucking give that, like, Chad Gable? Is Jason Jordan going to come back and fucking hop in that shit? Like, who else the fuck did they put in there?
Oh, God, I hope Jason Jordan doesn't come back.
He is coming back. He's coming back in the near future. He was at TV this week, but
Oh, fuck. He is awful. He is fucking horrendous.
Dude, I liked it when he was together with Chad Gable and shit. Yeah, I thought that was pretty fun. But you know.
Maybe they'll put that back together. I don't know.
Yeah.
Frankly, the less time I see him on my fucking TV, the better.
Yeah. I don't know, man. They were supposed to do a WrestleMania match between him and Seth, but I'm really glad we got that triple threat rather.
Well,
Was
look
way
at it.
better.
Look at it like this. I think it's going to be Reigns and Baron Corbin,
Okay.
so they can throw in that whole squandered opportunities thing.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably Baron could be in the finish of the match and he loses or whatever.
Right.
Squanders the opportunity again. But if not him and it's Reigns and Jinder Mahal,
Mm-hmm.
neither of them will win.
Right.
But it'll go towards a feud going forward because Jinder screwed Roman out of the, out of
Right. the chance
out
for
of the contract
right.
in the finish, and
Right.
either Finn or Braun wins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I mean, it could go either of those two ways, but I think Reigns is a shoe-in.
I think
Which is going to result in more people just going, oh, my
snooze
fucking
fest.
God.
And people are just fucking. I'm telling you, man. We just we need to write it out to Money in the Bank, and depending on what happens at Money in the Bank, if they're still pushing Roman to the fucking thing, you just need to cancel that fucking network, bro. And we need to start reviewing some other
Impact
wrestling
or something.
some Impact Wrestling and shit, some New Japan.
But I'm almost thinking that at this point, since Vince is like 79 or however the fuck old he is,
Oh, he's a young 72, Cody.
he's a young 72 years old. He's a year younger than my grandmother.
I don't think he's 72. I think he's like 75. But
Whatever, he's old.
Yeah.
But I think at this point he's a fucking troll, and I think the more we hate on him, the more Vince gets off on it. It's like, yes, I'm going to keep pushing him.
It's just like, John Cena 2.0, yes.
Doing that fucking, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase laugh.
Right? Well, he is the $1 Million Man, dude. He's the $1 billion man.
Well, that's what he said. He said that if
Mm-hmm.
he foresaw himself as being the $1 Million Man, which I was like, well, why didn't he ever win a fucking title?
Who didn't need the title, damn it? Didn't need it. Didn't need it, pal.
Titles didn't matter, brother.
It would have hindered him.
Isn't that right, Road Dogg? All right, so we discussed that half of it. Who on SmackDown should take the other two spots?
All right. So you got Samoa Joe, and then we got one more spot open. Yep. Fuck, who else is on there? Man? I guess it'd have to be a face. It'd have to be a good guy. Maybe. Well, it's not AJ Styles with Shinsuke Nakamura.
Daniel Bryan didn't get in, but he fucking lost a match. So, I mean, you'd have to fucking give him another chance. So, which means they're going to have to give Roman Reigns another chance or just fucking be like, Roman's in there because Roman.
They're just like, Vince made the call, but he's Vince's boy.
No, he is not Vince's boy.
Yeah, it seems like
Have you not been paying attention? The last 2 months, they've been trying the very best to say that Roman is not Vince's boy and that Vince is not his butt plug. Okay.
Well, they're doing a really bad job about it, Cody.
Well, I know that.
It seems like they're trying to do that whole what they did with Daniel Bryan. Like, oh, he can't win the big one or whatever. Like the company's screwing him over or some shit, so he can't win it. It's like, yeah, this is like the complete opposite of Daniel Bryan. This is just like this guy's got nuclear fucking heat, and nobody wants to see him. Nobody wants to see him whatsoever.
Which maybe that's part of the reason why they're not turning him heel. Because they feel like, well, they'll actually want to cheer a heel.
It's just like The Rock, though. It's just like, but isn't that the whole point? They flip-flop, right? So it's like, let him be heel. Let everybody get the booing out of their fucking system. Let Roman Reigns grow as an entertainer. And then flip him back, and he'll be the biggest fucking babyface ever. Look, that's exactly what happened to The Rock.
Die, Rocky, die.
Yeah.
Anyone remember that?
Yeah.
Am I the only one?
Yeah, then they flipped him, turned him bad guy, and then what? He became like fucking arguably one of the most popular fucking professional wrestlers in the history of professional
He's not even remembered for being a pro wrestler at this point.
Yeah,
it's a side note.
Exactly, and it all stemmed. I mean, imagine if they have never turned his ass heel. Would we have Dwayne The Rock Johnson what we have today?
Well,
Probably not.
I'm sure a large portion of his followers and so on who go to his movies don't even realize why he's called The Rock. They might not. I'm sure there's a lot of people who are like, why is he called The Rock?
Isn't that fake fighting stuff? Like, ugh.
Like, he has been legitimately hurt, like his groin area and stuff. And
He fucked himself up.
This is a side note, but I thought it was funny. Apparently, and you know as well as I do that they can fake this shit on, fake, someone saying something on Twitter or whatever.
Okay.
But apparently, DJ Khalid or whatever the fuck his name is, said he doesn't go down on women because kings don't go down on women or some stupid shit.
Who the
like
fuck
that.
said that? DJ what?
Khalid, he's some fat
Who
guy.
the fuck is DJ? He doesn't go down on women because he's a king? What a fucking douchebag. He's missing out, bro.
Well, The Rock, you might actually just want to pull it up on your phone so you can, or on your computer so you can read it. But The Rock basically intimates that he learns all things and
DJ what? Khalid. Okay, it's right there.
and The Rock.
And
I
The
want
Rock.
to type them both so that the right thing comes up.
Yeah. Is DJ Khalid's bedroom boundary a deal breaker? Dwayne The Rock Johnson viral reply to DJ Khalid's oral sex comments.
Yeah,
Fox
read that.
News.
Read that.
Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up this article. So Dwayne The Rock Johnson made a personal confession on Twitter over the weekend. The actor replied to a tweet linking to an article on The Root about comments DJ Khalid once made regarding oral sex. As a man, I take great pride in mastering all performances. In all performances, Johnson, 46, wrote on Sunday. He added, "This is probably a little too much information, but I will now quietly excuse myself from this fun thread." So apparently The Rock likes to eat. I mean, his whole thing was eating about poontang pie and shit.
Well, yeah, but that's also a thirst bait as fuck because if you've ever read any of his social media posts, it's just you could scroll through it. If you have like a touchscreen and go like this,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how if you do it real fast, you get a lot of momentum behind it, and it'll just keep scrolling.
Right, of course.
Well, if you just do that, you'll just find tons of fucking women just thirsty as fuck on his social media posts, and I bet that one
Dude,
right there.
you know how much fucking pussy that motherfucker can get, dude? Oh my god.
Yeah, and he's just with some broad
He just
pumping
had
out
a
his
baby.
third baby.
Yeah,
Third?
he just had a
Is it
baby.
third?
Yeah, it's like his third kid, yeah.
Second or third? I don't know.
Something like that.
But anyways, back to the topic. What do you expect for the women's? Because the women got to do it too.
Did we ever pick like a fourth one for the SmackDown? I don't think we did.
Who gives a shit?
Fuck it, throw
They're
Kane
not gonna
in
win.
there. They're gonna put Kane in there, dude.
They're not gonna win.
Whoever that fourth person is, they're not gonna fucking win.
Yeah, fuck them.
Fuck them. So the women's Money in the Bank. I think. Outside of this ruptured boob situation, I was gonna pick fucking Charlotte as my go-to.
Yeah,
favorite
but I
for
mean,
winning
like that's a pretty serious thing. So she's gonna have to leave, and because it's a health risk.
Yeah.
Not only is it a health risk, but it could get worse while she's in the match, and boom,
Yeah,
hit the
'cause-
fucking ladder.
Well, it's just
what?
like the article was like, oh, in the near future, and it's like, well, yeah, it's like you said though, it's pretty important. Like you want to get like a leak. That's like foreign liquid, like fucking roaming through your body. That's gonna poison.
I think
you.
it's like carcinogenic or poisonous or something.
Yeah.
It could get worse.
Right.
I mean, they beat the shit out of each other with the fucking ladder. Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to fucking just baby her ass the entire way and then write her off TV while she has the fucking Money in the Bank for 3 months? Like,
They're like, well, you're gonna get through this match, and then we're going to
basically baby your ass and write you off TV. And
yeah. Well, I'm trying to find the article on here. But apparently, just typing in Charlotte Flair does not bring it up. But you can bring up Charlotte Flair's boobs, and you can find nude Charlotte Flair leaked. Well, that's all it is. Apparently, it's not that big of a deal, Cody. Apparently, no one is really talking about her implant
you know what? I find that
explosion.
offensive. I find that absolutely offensive that you would bring up that you could find leaked nude pictures of her. That's almost.
I'm
the
a
same
fucking
thing as rape.
asshole. I'm sorry.
It's almost the same thing as rape, and I am offended. And I'm going to post about it on social media, and I think this might just be the end of this podcast.
I think we may just need to end our relationship based on those comments there, Cody.
But
I found the article.
You mind showing me those leaked nudes?
Yeah,
I've never
definitely.
even
Off
seen
the
them.
record, bro. Yeah, totally. I'll totally show this to you. So no, I found the article. Okay, so just to clear everything up, Charlotte Flair will be undergoing surgery in the near future. The former WWE and NXT Women's Champion will be getting an operation to repair a ruptured breast implant, according to PWInsider.com. There is no confirmation regarding when the surgery will take place. However, one source is claiming that she will hold off on getting the operation until after the WWE European Tour, which kicks off this week. For whatever it's worth, the Ace Comic Con announced Wednesday afternoon that Charlotte Flair will not be appearing as advertised at their event in Seattle on the weekend of June 22nd, which is just a couple of days after the WWE Money in the Bank pay-per-view. See, exactly. They're going to she's totally going to go through up until Money in the Bank, win the Money in the Bank, then get the surgery. Boom! That's what they're doing, man.
I don't know. I think it's dangerous. And
That's bullshit. You're not coming to Seattle, Charlotte. I want to see those boobies in person, motherfucker. Fuck!
Well, no titties for you.
No fucking titties for me, dude. That's fucking bullshit.
I'm sure your wife will probably prefer it that way, though.
Hey, probably. Yeah, you're right. I should watch what I'm saying on here. I forget,
Yeah, but she doesn't listen to this.
No, she doesn't. she wouldn't care if I looked at boobies on the internet. It's all good. We're good. As long as they're professional wrestling boobies.
Who's the other one that's actually qualified so far?
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look and see
At the Wikipedia.
who has qualified
Thus far.
for the Money in the Bank 2018 women's matchup. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So far, so good. In the women's Money in the Bank, we have Ember Moon and Charlotte Flair.
I hope Ember Moon wins it. Frankly, I hope two people win it who have not had titles yet.
I would like to see Ember. I wouldn't mind seeing Ember Moon take the.
Either.
You want to just get up in there and shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing Ember Moon pick up the win here.
I wouldn't mind seeing Braun pick up the win either. He hasn't had a title.
I think that's kind of
hold on. Technically, he had the fucking tag team title, which was a total farce, and he's had that fucking the greatest Royal Rumble Saudi Arabia title or whatever.
He's totally holding on to that thing, man. He's never getting. I was kind of hoping he'd be carrying it around on TV, dude.
Yeah, defending it, and no one wins it for like 8 years.
Yeah, like nobody ever beats him for it, for sure.
Great.
No, dude. Yeah, I think Braun Strowman's kind of the obvious choice to win it. So I don't really know if he is gonna win it. It's kind of based on that. I think, like, honestly, they're gonna They usually throw a swerve in there. Like, did we really see Baron Corbin winning that shit last year? Fuck no, I didn't pick Baron Corbin to win that shit. They always. It's either a good swerve or a real shitty swerve.
But that was to go along with that whole he squanders all the opportunities shit, which he squandered his cash in too.
Oh God, his match against Cena at SummerSlam last year, fucking god awful. I'm so sick of Baron Corbin, man. How the fuck do they even push that guy? He's a fucking gross, ugly, skullet motherfucker. And I'm sure he's a nice guy, but you know what I mean, though? I don't know. His character is a dirty motherfucker, and I don't like him.
But he's a heel, so isn't he supposed to be?
I guess you're right. He's doing his job then, because I fucking hate him, Cody. With
passion. I don't really care for his matches.
Matches are boring as shit, dude. It's like I'll watch a Jinder Mahal match before I'm going to watch a Baron Corbin match.
I got a great idea for WWE. Baron Corbin versus Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, they need to book that shit. Book that, Vince.
Yeah, so then I have a guaranteed snooze fest that I can go make a sandwich or take a shit or drink a beer or something while I wait for the fucking garbage to get off my TV screen.
It's like, seriously, I'll go fucking, sit outside and enjoy nature before I watch another fucking Baron Corbin match, man.
Yeah, I'd rather go watch two birds fuck.
Like, all night fuck. Like, hard all night fuck. Fuck, I don't know, man.
Speaking of all night fucking. Where do you think the other 6 slots are going to go?
Oh, fuck, for the women? Shit, motherfucker. So you're gonna throw Natty in there. She's gonna get in there. Naomi's gonna get in there. Becky Lynch apparently is done. So she's not getting in.
She cannot win a match to save her fucking life.
She's on. They even mentioned it on commentary that she's definitely on the downturn in terms of she's on a losing streak, Jim.
Yeah. So I mean, you got one piece of hot ass named Ember Moon, then you got another hot piece of ass, Natalya. Another hot piece of ass.
Charlotte's in it.
No, that's Charlotte.
For who is in the Money in the Bank?
You just named like 3 of them that were super hot pieces of ass.
Oh,
Natalya. Oh, yeah.
Naomi, yeah, Naomi. Okay.
I hope Alicia Fox gets in there. She's
Dude, where the fuck Oh, she's hurt.
She is?
Yeah, she got hurt at the Royal Rumble, dude.
Lame.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, she hasn't been on TV for like a long time, dude. She wasn't even at
She's
WrestleMania.
super hot though.
Oh, for sure, dude, for sure, 100%.
Probably Asuka, although she's on a losing streak. She won one in a tag match, but you know who gives a shit about a tag match?
Yeah, I don't think Asuka will be in it. I think because they're gonna have challengers for the title, so I mean, she may end up challenging fucking Carmella, but hopefully not. I mean, hopefully they give to like Naomi the title shot or some shit, and I don't know. I mean, because like, do you think they're really gonna give Asuka the fucking? I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with her. Like, what are they doing with her? Jerking off? Yeah, of course, man. You know, that's all they're doing to her, dude. Like,
well, apparently she did some sort of like softcore porn and like
what?
Bikini modeling type shit.
Where? When did this just come out?
I don't know. It's like a fucking Japanese word as to what it is. It's like a genre, but I don't remember what the fuck the word is, and it's
right.
I don't know. I couldn't really surmise.
Oh, no. It's right here. Yep.
I couldn't really surmise if it was like softcore porn or if it was...
It says pre-WWE Asuka. Yeah, it's softcore porn, bro. Yep, it's right here. It's like her in a bikini and like in lingerie and just like getting filmed like by herself. I don't know if there's masturbation. Awesome. It's like 34 minutes, bro. I found this in like 10 seconds.
Well, there's 34 minutes I'm going to have to waste.
Yeah, definitely so, man. I'm going to have to put that in my browser history.
You know, I got to buy some candles. I already got some lotion.
Damn, I never even knew that this video existed. What the fuck? Where have I been?
Well, it would explain her fucking
fuck, when you talk about fucking Charlotte's nudes, like, it seems like all of these bitches got nudes out there, dude.
So wait, China, you know, the transvestite, the original transvestite in wrestling.
Her clit was so huge, bro. Like, it was a mini penis.
Yeah.
That's from all the steroids, though.
They won't allow her into the Hall of Fame because of that. But Asuka's ring attire is a direct fucking meta reference to what she did before wrestling.
Right. You know, and it's funny.
Which I don't give a shit either way, but I mean, what the fuck? And Paige is back in there, even though if I search Paige, I'm probably going to find her fucking...
You'll probably catch a disease just searching Google for her.
Yeah. Seeing Xavier Woods bust a nut all over her in the title, and I hope they have replaced that fucking NXT title. That thing is probably going to give someone herpes or hepatitis.
Yeah, you definitely need to get some... You definitely need to get a Lysol wipe for that, bro.
A Lysol wipe? That thing needs to be incinerated. That thing was disgusting.
They got new titles since then. I
sure fucking hope so.
Have
you seen that clip video?
I've watched the clip video. I've definitely seen the clip video. It's interesting. It's definitely interesting. And these are the people that represent the WWE.
They've all still got jobs, most of them, except for Bernie, what was his name?
Which one? Oh, Brad Maddox.
Brad Maddox, there you go.
Yeah.
He don't have a job, but he's a goon.
Goon. It's goon. He was never. I didn't really like him too much anyway. So, what was I gonna say? But
determine whether I wanted to call him a goober or a goon. So it's kind of like,
you guys just went the hybrid. You know, what the middle one? Goon. I don't know. He's kind of a dorky guy, sure, but you know, I'm sure Paige doesn't like him that much.
Is he the one who leaked your videos?
Yeah, he's the one that leaked it. You see him in the video with Xavier Woods when him and Paige are banging it out, and he's the one videotaping it, dude.
I don't know, wasn't she getting double teamed or triple teamed or some shit and taking it to the face and like Jesus Christ?
The clip I saw was.
But China, she will never get in.
But China can't get in the WWE Hall of Fame. You know, it's funny. And you hear Triple H on the Austin podcast. Well, you know, we have young impressionable girls now in the Steepest Revolution, and you don't want people just to like Google China's name and da 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 da. It's like, you know, find that. But it's like, yeah, I found Asuka's softcore porn in 10 seconds. I can find Charlotte's nudes in fucking 10 seconds. We could find Paige in 10 seconds fucking coming all over the fucking NXT Women's Championship. I mean, look at your current product, fucking Triple H.
I was watching one of these videos, and then Seth Rollins like get a divorce because he...
Oh, yeah, and Seth Rollins has got fucking penis nudes out there and shit, too.
That's what it was over?
Yeah,
he was cheating with a woman from the NXT.
Well, yeah, his fiancé...
I didn't know that little element to it.
She leaked the pictures because she caught him cheating. And so, like, during Monday Night Raw, she leaked the fucking pictures online.
Like right as Monday Night Raw was airing.
Like during the show itself. So like all the shit's hitting the internet.
So wait, was she tagging it with the fucking like hashtag shit they show on TV and stuff?
I don't know exactly how the post went or like what exactly happened, but apparently, yeah.
I didn't know that element.
He's got his penis is out there for sure.
So apparently that's all cool. That's all gravy.
Yeah, he can be the Intercontinental Champion all day. Whatever. Fuck it.
Well, hey, he is in a very, very distinguished line of other Intercontinental Champions who may have exposed themselves in various manners. Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, he did that shit on national television. Oh, wait, no, oh, shit, yeah, that's right, he did the fucking nudie magazine, yeah.
He did Playgirl and apparently didn't realize that mostly guys read that. He's
like, all these girls are fucking
he apparently
rubbing
thought
one
it was
out.
mostly women that read that, but nope.
No, I'm sure there are, but just as many men probably purchase that as well, if not more.
So do you think any NXT possibles might actually get into this? Because I think at least
they just did all the call-ups and shit. I don't think anybody's from NXT's coming up.
Well, not coming up, but I think they should get a spot.
I think you could throw the Iconics in there.
Well, no. I mean someone who is still in NXT
to come on the Money in the Bank match.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I don't think so. They just called everybody up. I mean, they've already established all the new characters that are moving forward. So
I think Shayna Baszler could possibly. I
don't think she's going to. She's establishing some dominance down there in NXT right now. So I don't see anybody. Have you
gone and actually watched that fucking that spot she does with
I
the
still haven't
women's
seen
arm?
it. I still haven't seen it. No.
Dude, you need to see it. Like,
I need to see it. All right.
Like, you could probably pull it up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, let's just pull it up right now.
Go to YouTube; it might be on there.
Definitely. And what's it called? It's like her finishing move.
It's not even a finishing move. I don't get why she does it. It's like Shayna Baszler breaks arm or something.
Okay.
I don't even know how it'll come up, but
yeah, let's go ahead and check this shit out, ladies and gentlemen.
We're gonna just do it right here on the podcast.
Yeah, dude. That's what we got to be doing on this podcast, bro. We got to be be able to stay with the times and stay.
Like
current.
have more live shit like we did at the beginning with the fucking Charlotte Flair fucking breast implant.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean we broke that, dude. So okay, Dakota Kai versus I know, right? Dakota Kai versus Shayna Baszler. All right, let's go ahead and take a look here. All right, so we have, there's Shayna Baszler, Dakota Kai in a lockup. We got about 1:38 on this. Let's see here.
Just go to the part where she has her arm like this.
Okay.
She'll be laying on her stomach with her arm like this, and Shayna Baszler.
Oh, I see it right here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whoa. Oh, fuck, dude.
Right?
That's fucking... Oh, shit! Damn, Shayna. Damn.
She did that to Amber Moon a couple times.
Looks like she's... Oh, my God. It looks like she's like, fuck, dude.
Yeah. Remember?
That's badass. Oh, shit! Tap out, Dakota. Tap out!
But did you see her stomp on the woman's arm and like it go forward like this and shit?
Yeah, dude. That's fucking gnarly, bro. That's fucking gnarly.
I don't know how they do it. Because, like, for instance, I knew it was super gnarly when they used to do the, what was Brock's submission move called?
Oh, the Kimura lock?
The Kimura lock?
Yeah.
And he pretends to, like, break their arm. I don't know if he actually breaks their arm or
I
what.
doubt it. I mean, because, I remember doing that shit to Shawn Michaels and shit, dude.
Yeah, and then they sold it later as oh, my God,
well, it's just like, you're just like, I don't know. There's got to be a special way of fucking, like, that they can get away with it.
I don't really see there being much room with that fucking move with Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, because the slide is fuck up, dude. You got a broken fucking arm, bro.
Well, no, the last match that Ember Moon had on NXT for the takeover before Mania.
Right.
She loses the title, but before that, because of the previous match before that on one of the takeovers,
right, the Royal Rumble,
Shayna Baszler had done that spot to her.
Oh, I see.
So as payback, Ember Moon does that spot to Shayna Baszler.
Oh, did she really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she's selling it as her arm fucking being popped out of socket, like her entire arm.
Yeah.
So she goes like this to the fucking ring post like 3 or 4 times and has to pop the fucking thing back in.
That's badass. See, I like that shit, dude.
And then she wins the match.
Yeah, I only saw the
Which obviously
yeah.
she lost because she was going to
Monday Night Raw.
She was going to Raw,
yeah,
so
of course.
Had to drop it. But
no, man, dude, fuck yeah, give the fucking Money in the Bank match to fucking Ember Moon, dude. I want to see her fucking rocket strap here, rocket strapper, guys.
I'd give her a rocket strap.
What? Shh. Oh, fucking! I'm pretty sure no women listen to this anyway, so you know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
We won't get any hate comments on some shitty feminist blog that no one reads.
They're gonna fucking like ban this shit.
Ban this shit.
Burn it to the ground. Burn it to the ground. So, I don't know, man. So I mean, that's Money in the Bank, dude. That's fucking kind of what we got going on here, at least for this week on WWE. Kind of want to transition to some New Japan Pro Wrestling, if you don't mind. Actually, I got the card pulled up here for.
I never watch it, so I wouldn't.
Well, yeah, dude. I mean, we'll definitely, yeah, for sure, man. So, coming up here on June the 9th, kind of the next big New Japan Pro Wrestling show is called Dominion. It's out of Dominion, so it's like, I mean, they're kind of like pay-per-views, I guess, but I mean, they're just shows. Dominion.
Where? Oh, okay, Dominion.
Yeah, Dominion. So it's out of they're going out of Osaka Joe Hall. So pretty much, yeah, it's going to take place on June the 9th this year in Osaka. It's the events, basically, it's New Japan's biggest event between January's Wrestle Kingdom and August's G1 tournament. And that's the G1 Climax specifically. That's like their biggest show.
What's the G1 tournament?
So the G1 tournament is a yearly tournament that takes place for
do they win a championship?
Yeah.
Or an award? Or...
Yeah. So basically, it's kind of like the Royal Rumble in a sense, you know? So like whoever wins this round robin tournament goes on to Wrestle Kingdom in January. It's a round robin tournament, so everybody faces everybody. So you're kind of like you're building up your wins.
And so whoever has the most wins at the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. Based on the point system that they have, so they have like a month-long tournament, and then they have like a B block and an A block. So with the finals of the A block and then the finals of the B block, and then whoever wins their block, they go on to face each other in the tournament finals.
And then the winner goes on to face the current champion.
Exactly, in January. So, like, their WrestleMania is Wrestle Kingdom. It takes place from the Tokyo Dome every January 4th. So, yeah, the winner of the G1 tournament. So, right now, the Dominion tournament coming up, though, is definitely...
It's a tournament?
Well, I'm sorry. The Dominion show is... It's going to be a pretty big show. And, like, they've already announced... some pretty big fucking matches. So like kind of like the big match that's been coming out of New Japan that's kind of like gotten them a lot of notoriety within the last couple of years is Okada versus Kenny Omega. Have you heard of any of them?
I've heard of Kenny Omega.
So
not very good things about Kenny Omega either.
Oh, sure. Well, you listen to Jim Cornette, I'm sure. So basically, Kenny Omega's been chasing Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight Championship. What
does that stand for?
Dude, that is a good fucking question. Let's go ahead and take a look and see.
Is that like their main title, like their top?
Yeah, that's going to be their top title, basically.
All right. What is Cody Rhodes doing?
Cody Rhodes.
Can he even call himself Cody Rhodes at this point?
Cody, dude. It's just Cody. Well, I'll get to Cody because he's going to be on this card here, but like. So basically, Okada's the champion. He's been the champion for a good couple. He's been the champion at 686 days, so for over plus days at this point. So
is that normal?
Well, I mean, with New Japan, it seems like people, it's not out of the ordinary to hold on to a title for a good period of time. But I mean, that's definitely he's the fourth reign. This is his fourth reign as the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. With his ongoing reign, it's the longest in the history of IWGP Heavyweight Championship. So it's definitely set a record at this point. But basically, it's a good chance that he may drop the title because it's a no-limit best 2 out of 3 falls match for the World Championship. And basically between because they wrestled because Kenny Omega won the G1 tournament 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And went on to face Okada in like what's considered like one of the best wrestling matches of all time. It was a 6-star match. Dave Meltzer gave it 6 fucking stars. You go check it out online, dude. It's a really good fucking match, but it's an hour-long match that ends up with Okada fucking... Okada won that. And then they had a couple other series of matches throughout of last year, or 2 years ago, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
But now it's built up to where here at this Dominion show, they're going to face each other again at a 2 out of 3 falls match. So honestly, that really could just be the time where Kenny Omega is going to take the title because they're going to be doing some more U.S. shows. And like Kenny Omega is kind of like the king of the fucking indies at this point.
He's a little more over.
He's a little bit well, Okada's over too, but just with the
U.S. because people know him.
Yeah, exactly. Another the second build match is Tetsu Naito versus defending the IWGP Intercontinental Championship against Chris Jericho.
Nice.
So Chris Jericho came over to New Japan in January to face Kenny Omega at Wrestle Kingdom this year. And Kenny Omega beat Chris Jericho, but the next night at New Year's Dash, which is like their annual like follow-up like Monday Night Raw type thing.
Like the Monday after WrestleMania.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. So like that's when AJ Styles was leaving. That's when Kenny Omega took over the Bullet Club. Was that New Year's Dash the year that AJ Styles debuted in WWE? So a couple weeks later, he debuted in
Royal Rumble.
Yeah, so a couple weeks before that, they had the New Year's Dash show, and that's where AJ Styles got kicked out. So a lot of like, feuds are kicked off, new feuds or whatever. It's a new year or whatever. So what happened this year was Chris Jericho, because Naito had won the G1 tournament last year, and he faced Okada at Wrestle Kingdom this year. Yeah. And so with that, he lost, actually. And a lot of people were pissed off because it was kind of like Naito was like kind of like a Stone Cold Steve Austin in terms of the faction that he leads and stuff. And he's just like, he's really fucking over, dude. And everybody thought he was going to beat Okada, but he didn't. So the next night, fucking Chris Jericho comes out and just beat the shit out of him, right? Yeah. So Chris Jericho, they set up a blood feud basically. And Chris Jericho just came back, and they're finally going to have the title, have the match. And since then, Naito has won the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. So
nice.
And then Rey Mysterio is going to be on it. The Young Bucks are challenging for the IWGP Tag Team Championships, but now they're heavyweight tag titles. So now they're in the heavyweight tag league instead of the lightweight tag league. So the Young Bucks are going to fucking hopefully win the big one.
They have enough tag teams there that they have a lightweight and a heavyweight.
Yeah, dude. Division? They have a junior heavyweight singles division and a junior heavyweight tag division as well. It's
because if you tried that in like say WWE, you'd just be too many fucking titles.
Dude, it's every week they have shows. New Japan, I mean, I don't know exactly how it's set up over there, but they don't have like regular TV like a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown. So it's like the shows are like,
people just probably fucking
like every other day or, depending on the tours, because it's kind of based on tours that they do and stuff. So they'll have a show on like, on a Monday or something, but then, I don't know. But they space it out a lot better than what WWE does, so it works.
They certainly do with their super cards.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is how pay-per-views originally started out. Yeah, super cards.
Which I want to say that's all they do is kind of like more UFC in a sense. They have the monthly shows and you don't have like weekly TV like building it up or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know, but that's gonna take place.
Card.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like the thing is
How do you watch though?
You gotta get New Japan World. So
how much is it?
It's like $10 a month, basically. It's the same as what you would pay for the network.
Well, I buy the WWE network and the Global Wrestling Network.
The Global Wrestling Network?
So,
yeah.
You need to get the...
I do. I totally do. And then we got to come here and fucking watch. The thing is, though, like, we complain about WWE being so fucking long. Like, their
supercards are probably fucking
like 4 hours long and shit. Like, so, a lot of the time some of the matches are kind of like skippable in a sense, but like, it's just as long as some WWE shows though. But they're worth it though. And the wrestling's
watching it more than fucking WWE then.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're only watching once a month.
Like for instance, I'd watch a horror movie that from a series that I enjoy that's 4 hours long.
Right.
But if it's like a fucking romance comedy or rom-com as they call it or some shit like that I don't enjoy, I wouldn't watch fucking 30 minutes of it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So. It just depends on if it's good. If it's good, you watch it. And Backlash was fucking horrible.
Backlash was fucking diarrhea sauce.
I'm looking forward to Dominion though. I'm looking forward to that. I know what's up with Impact. Have you been watching that or
trying to?
This
last week, I think. Let's see, Rosemary and Sue Yang or something. Is that?
I don't. I see.
Oh, you
I'm
don't
not
pay
too
attention?
well versed on Impact, so you're teaching me on who these people are on.
I'm not exactly sure what her full name is, but the first part is, I guess, Sue something.
Okay.
But they had a match, and I think they've been having a feud or something.
Okay.
And before the match, Rosemary tells Allie, who's the current.
Oh, I've heard of Allie. Allie fucking seems. I like her character. I've seen a couple.
Allie and Rosemary are super hot.
Yeah.
But anyways,
I like. I follow that chick on Instagram, dude.
because she's hot.
Because she's hot. I don't know. I've seen a couple episodes with her on it. Because like, not to cut you off, but like it was really cool, dude. Because like when I did have the internet, I on the Roku, there was a wrestling channel. I don't know if you checked it out.
What is it?
It was like it was an app that you download and you had access to like all these different like comedy, like some random comedy channel or something. You know, like just all these like probably like maybe like 100 different channels or whatever. And one of them was just it says pro wrestling, and it just replayed a bunch of like TNA stuff. So like that was like a 24/7 stream of like TNA fucking footage.
Nice.
And so like they would show the new episodes on there like every Thursday. So
Nice.
I was watching it there for like a good couple of weeks, just watching them, and I saw her on there, and I was like, oh, I like her.
Yeah, Allie's super hot. So is Rosemary, but
Yeah.
Rosemary tells Allie not to come out before the match. The match ends up devolving, as you'd expect, into a fucking bunch of falderall.
Right.
A casket is brought out by some like followers or something of Sue Wang or Yang
Okay.
or whatever.
Right.
Because she's sort of like Rosemary and this other person are sort of like a similar kind of character, except Sue is kind of more of like a Japanese sort of odd character, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
So it kind of has like a not ultimate warrior, an Undertaker sort of vibe to it, but they don't turn off the lights and everything. But they have like these 8 women who are sort of like disciples of hers or something. Or
Okay.
That's how it's kind of portrayed.
It sounds badass.
They bring out a casket, and Allie comes running out because these 8 women start beating up on Rosemary, and
Right.
they end up attacking Allie and holding her back while they attack Rosemary and make her watch and everything. And I think they throw
Jeez.
Rosemary into the casket and maybe Allie too.
Okay. And that's kind of what they left off in turn. Is that like the best thing that's really going on their TV right now?
There's something
Pentagon
with Sally Callahan.
Sam Callahan.
Is that his name?
Yes. Did you say Sally?
Sammy?
Sammy. Yeah.
Did I say Sally?
I don't know. It sounded like
whatever. Sammy Callahan and someone else, and I saw some clip within the past couple weeks, and he was just fucking. I think it was him. He goes in and he attacks someone, and it's like super fucking brutal, and they're like in the hospital or some shit.
Badass, dude. Yeah. I need to like.
But usually when it plays, I'm like eating dinner or like just finishing dinner and stuff, so I don't pay
sit down and like watch the whole entire show.
I don't pay close enough attention to it.
That's why you gotta get DVR, man.
Well, I have the network and it shows up on there, but
oh, well, there you go. Just watch it on your network, bro. Do they show the new episode like the following day, or is it like a week after?
So I haven't paid close enough attention to the network.
Okay.
But I know they have Redemption on there, I believe, and they're trying to get like a lot of the other stuff on there. And I think the reason there's a big gap is because of Spike TV.
Oh, Spike TV's got some fucking.
Well, now it's Paramount, and there's probably just a fucking huge bunch of just like bullshit to deal with.
Well, it's interesting, you know, kind of bringing up like a whole streaming thing, but like they had a new episode of Table for Three.
Yeah.
From this past Monday, and it had AJ Styles, Kurt Angle, and fucking Shane McMahon. And they actually used footage from TNA on that broadcast. So apparently they've struck up a deal between Impact and WWE for WWE to license and, you know, use footage from TNA, because
they're probably only using the Spike TV footage.
Well, it was a 2010 match is what they showed. It was a match between AJ Styles and Kurt Angle, but they also licensed I think that's when they were on Spike.
All right.
But they also licensed all the deletion Broken Matt Hardy shit for the new Hardy Boys DVD.
Yeah.
All that shit's on there apparently. I don't know how
Really?
much of it's on there, but yeah, it's
Well, I wonder how
on the
they-
DVD, which makes me kind of want to buy it. I'm like, oh, like I want to fucking get that.
I watched a lot of it. Like that one episode, Total Nonstop Deletion, was probably the best episode they ever did.
That was great.
Did you see that? The full
I did.
thing?
I watched the whole thing. Yeah.
The entire 2 hours.
Yeah, I did. I watched it without commercials, so I don't think it was full 2 hours. It was like one of those things at work where I was like listening to it and like I paid attention to it. But yeah, it's pretty fucking awesome.
Did you at least sit and watch the tag team? What do they call it?
Oh fuck yeah! I forget it's like the tag. Yeah.
The tag team deletion, elimination.
Yeah,
something
all
like-
the different tag teams kept showing up and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, like who was there was like the Midnight.
Oh fucking! Was it the Rock and Roll Express?
Yeah, the Rock and Roll Express.
Fuck man, those guys look haggard as shit.
Yeah, I thought it was funny though when one of them was the blonde one. I'm not too well versed.
Ricky Morton.
Yeah, Ricky Morton.
Yeah.
He fucking Jeff and Ricky Morton end up on those cherry pickers or whatever.
Yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah.
And they end up at the top like this, and
It's like a man lift or something.
yeah, and because he's a recovering spot monkey,
Right.
he jumps and fucking and does a spot, and Ricky Morton's stuck up there, and then they turn the lights off and this and that and the other, and he's like, "Will someone get me down here?" And then fucking and then I think is it Animal or Hawk that's related to John Laurinaitis?
Oh, it's Animal. It's his brother.
Okay, well Hawk, the one that's still alive, shows
Hawk's
up.
dead. Animal's alive.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I could have swore the other one was John Laurinaitis' brother.
No,
You're
dude.
probably right. Anyway,
Yeah.
He shows up and he's like, "Ricky Morton, what are you doing up there?" And he's like, "Will you get me down?"
Would you get me down from here?
And I believe he just sort of laughs and walks off.
Wow. Yeah, I definitely remember that specifically, dude.
But yeah, that whole thing was just fucking cool. And then Shane Helms gets thrown into the river and Lake of Reincarnation, I believe, and then he comes back out as I think Hurricane. I think
Yeah, he came out. His 3 count.
3 count.
Yeah, he came back
Oh, okay.
as 3 count character.
Well, either way, he comes back out and he does a spot with Matt, and it's super funny. And it's super funny because he turns on the 2 guys he was like managing.
Right. Yeah, those. Yeah, no, I know. Like Keith Lee and like I forget the other guy's name.
So is everyone else.
Yeah, right. No, I hear you, man. Well, I definitely need to go back and like definitely we need to like start watching some more New Japan Pro Wrestling and some more Impact and
I need to watch some.
we're
New
so
Japan
I mean
Pro Wrestling at
yeah. Well, you know what I mean though.
Yeah.
We just definitely need to start branching out because yeah, like I don't like to think I'm like a very negative person when it comes to pro wrestling. I mean, if there's something good, I'm definitely gonna acknowledge it. Like I thought the women's matches on the shows this last week were really fucking good, but
all. Raw and SmackDown.
yeah, on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the Mojo Rawley Seth Rollins spot was pretty fun too.
That was
Seth
interesting.
Rollins is like the best thing on wrestling right now on WWE at least. In my opinion, like he's fucking killing it. Yeah, I always want to try to stay positive and shit, but man, yeah, you gotta call them out when they're fucking.
Well, that
when it
backlash
sucks.
is just. It started out super strong. It was going in a way for a couple matches. Like, okay, this could be like
right.
pay-per-view of the fucking year, and
It just slowly died a slow death after that fucking opener.
oh, it fucking.
By the end of it, yeah.
It stunk up all of the fucking city it was held in.
Yeah, it sucked really bad.
It sucked horrendous fucking. It was terrible.
Exactly, Cody. So we're at the end of the episode. Go to wrap this shit up. Any final thoughts on this week's edition?
Kids, look after your titties.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next time. America.